Wow, there's such a simple lesson in, well, Matthew 8, Mark 1, and Luke 5. Only one of the passages mentioned it as what actually happened. Jesus told the fellow who was healed of his leprosy to go and show himself to the priests. And he says, "Tell no man, but go and show thyself to the priests, and offer for thy cleansing, according as Moses commanded, for a testimony unto them. But so much the more went there a fame abroad of him, and great multitudes came together to hear and to be healed of him of their infirmities. So much the more went there a fame abroad of him." Okay, how did that happen? Well, it doesn't mention here in Luke 5, nor does it in Matthew 8. Jesus saith unto him, "See that thou tell no man, but go thy way, show thyself to the priest, and offer a gift that Moses commanded for a testimony unto them." And it doesn't tell what happened there. And this was such a huge error from this guy. But God in his mercy does not record all three times the error of the fellow who was healed. Now Jesus knew, even at the time of healing, that this would occur. So it wasn't like a surprise. But Jesus said, as a warning, he said, "Tell thou no man, but go thy way, show thyself to the priest, and offer the gift that Moses commanded for a testimony unto them." He didn't do that first. He did like so many folks do in this day and age. So whether something good happens or something bad happens. If something bad happens, we're supposed to go to the brother alone. And then if they don't hear you, you're supposed to take with you other brothers. But it doesn't say you're supposed to tell them anything either. You just take them. And then you tell the offending brother again what his offense was. The brothers who accompany you will be the first time in their hearing that they're made aware of this while you're telling the offender. But when something good happens, sometimes the Lord would rather that you not express it. It's something that we're supposed to keep within our own hearts. It mentions when Mary had, around the time of the birth of Christ, and even when Jesus was in Jerusalem, they sought for him, that Mary pondered these things and kept them in her heart. Throughout the time of Christ's life, probably, then passed them on to the writers of the books. Or maybe she didn't even write them, or pass them along to the writers. The Holy Spirit made known to the writers these things that were in Mary's heart, and they expressed them. And maybe she never did express them, but nonetheless, Jesus told these fellows, "Don't tell anyone." Now here in Mark 1, we see what happens. Straightway charged him, and sent him away, saith unto him, "See that thou say nothing to any man, but go thy way, show thyself to the priest, and offer for thy cleansing those things which Moses commanded for a testimony." But he went out and began to publish it much, and to blaze abroad the matter insomuch. And here's where this is an awful thing. Jesus could no more openly enter into the city, but was without in desert places. And they came to him from every quarter. So they still found him, but he couldn't stay in the city, because his hour was not yet come. They'd come and take him by force and have him to be crucified, and it wasn't time yet. And that's why Jesus told these folks not to make a big issue of it, but to go. And this is why these things were foreordained in the law of Moses, of how the people are supposed to deal with their cleansing. But this fellow didn't hold to the ordinances of the law, which God also wrote through Moses, but went and broke two commandments. Jesus directly told him not to tell any man, and he did it. And look at the result. Jesus couldn't do a work there. Now here's my challenge to you folks. If you have troubles come into your life, God would have you to be quiet. "Vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord." You trust in the Lord. This is a challenge to my heart also. I've had things that are brought against me, and I have to keep quiet and trust the Lord, because you can mess it up. You go and you try to fix it yourself, the Lord will depart, and that will be the judgment, your judgment, and the judgment will more than likely return upon you, that you did wrong. So there's many examples of Christ telling us to resist not evil, and we'll probably read those very soon here too. Resist not evil, let it come. God knows it's come, and he'll take care of it. 8:29 coming up.